Hey everyone, what's up? This is Bolt Cutter CT, and today I'm going to give you a tutorial on how to make some Chrispy-esque bass in dubstep. If you guys have ever heard the VIP remix of Cockney Dream by Chrispy, then you'll kind of know what this sounds like. This is going to be your final product. I just want to show you guys now. So this is the final product of what you're going to hear. So it's something like that, like this. If you listen to the VIP remix of Cockney Dream, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about when I mean that. Alright, so for a DAW, I'm not using FL Studio like most people do. I'm using Mixcraft, but basically you can use whatever you want. In all honesty, I'm not using any kind of special VSTs or effects except for a master limiter. If you guys really want that, then request it, but it's not needed at all. What it does is if something in the track is quieter than something else that is also in the track, it evens the levels out at a medium, but you really don't need it. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, you're going to go into Massive. Start with a new sound file. This is the final product here. I'm probably going to post this in the video description so you guys can download it. Alright, so you're going to go into... if I post it for download, I'm just saying I don't know what version of Massive this is. So I'll post it there, and if it doesn't work for you guys, then just watch the tutorial and I'll show you how. Alright, you're going to open a new sound in Massive, and you just have basically a blank template here. And the first oscillator, you're not going to have either of these, oscillator 2, oscillator 3 on, modulation oscillator's off, noise, shut that off, nothing down here is on, basically. You can shut the filters off. You're not going to be using the filters because that's not what you're modulating. Alright, so under here, sorry, sometimes it does that. Under digital hybrid, you're going to click on modern talking. And this is what you're going to get just straight out of that, which is pretty obnoxious. So you're going to detune it. Well, not really detune it, just drop the pitch down a full octave, 12 semitones. So that sounds a little better. Take the WT position, I think it's wavetable, but I'm not sure. Just drag that all the way down, drag intensity all the way down, make sure amps all the way up. These don't matter. So this is what it sounds like now. Pretty much nothing, because if you experiment with it a little, it's going to sound like this. That's also the way, if you watch another tutorial, they're all over YouTube, to make the signature Skrillex talking bass line. That's the same synth you're going to use. Anyways, you're going to go under where it says Spectrum right here, and click on Bend Minus. So it'll sound something like this. So it really gets rid of that that yoy kind of sound. Alright, so the most important part, LFO. You can use any of these LFOs you want. I use LFO 5 because that's what I've always used. You're going to click on sync it to whatever you want. I'm going to sync it to 1/4 because that's what it is in Cockney Dream. Drag the X-fade curve all the way up. You're going to be using one of these on the curve select. What I use is a triangle, but you can use whatever you want. So this is probably the most important part. You're going to take LFO 5, you're going to click on this little 4-way arrow here and drag it up to wavetable position, and you're going to drag it all the way down. And this is what it sounds like after you do that. So yeah, that's the basic sound that you're going for. You're also going to take this, if you want, this is what I did, take LFO 5 again and push it up maybe to about there on intensity. So this is what it sounds like now. If you just mess around with that a little bit. So yeah, that's your basic drone there. Another important part is you're not going to be using FX2, but you're going to be using FX1. My suggestion would be to put one of the tubes on it. I use Teletube, that's my favorite. So it gives it a very, very driving feel in your mix. I find that's what it's most helpful for. FX2, you're really not going to use it. If you want, you could put a dimension expander on it. But honestly, for that kind of sound, I thought it was too echoey, so I took it off. EQ, you're going to be using this. You're going to turn up the boost to about 70% and the frequency up to about the same thing. So this is what it'll sound like after it. And yeah, this is the final product. And after that, just mess around with it. I really don't care what you do with it. It's not like you can copyright massive presets, I don't think. And yeah, so that's how you make some Chrispy style bass. Thanks for watching, and I hope this is helpful. Subscribe to my channel, listen to some of my dubstep. I'm going to have some new stuff up soon, so keep your eyes peeled for that.